It is day 3 of game development. Now, it's been a bit since I last did this video. Like, this type of, video on my channel. But, hey, I have to get back to it because I do want to get this game out as a demo version at some point. And then get the story mode out, so the thing that I want to cover today is going over an XP system. Basically, what is to happen is that when you get to a certain level, you will unlock more weapons. I have already modeled at least 13, 12 maybe new weapons. So let's first take care of the XP system. And the tutorial that I used will be down in the description if you guys would want to know what I used. What I meant to say was that we would actually be working on the save data system first, then do the XP system. I figured that I'd cover the save data system first because I was assuming that the save data would be harder than the actual XP system. So I think, if I'm correct, that's pretty much all I really need for this only one, because the tutorial that I actually watched was more about like manually saving rather than automatic saving. So the code's going to be a bit different obviously, but it should work. Never mind, it did not work. Okay, this should work. Hopefully. Never mind, it's still not working. I am cooked. Completely forgot about that. Oh. Chat, we did it. We figured it out. Holy cow. Let's go. Okay. So now that we have this covered, this basically, right, this only calls upon the things that we truly want. So now what we want to do is go over here, go to projects, go to this, then create a whole separate new code and call this save manager. Now, this is what actually does the saving. So if we go into here, we have to add some things up here. So first thing we want to do is go to using system.io. I really hope I spelled that right. Using system dot and do that. So now what we need to do is we need to change the class of this. So we need to switch this to a public static class. What we need to do is first we gotta delete this. Then we gotta go to public. We are now going to have to go to actually give it definitions. Okay, so now that we have this done, now we have to create another void. Okay, so now that we have this is basically what this code is doing from what the tutorial said. It basically takes the data and it's like, oh, okay, we're going to convert this into a convertible file from point 1 to point 2. So when you save the game, the data will go into the file, and then when you reload the game, that data will go from the file into the actual video game, causing you to have all your data back. So now if I go to Unity, this should work. Damn it. Now that should work. God damn it. It works! It actually works! Jackpot! Okay. So now, basically what we want to do is this. We have the function of the saved files, like the save stuff, right? So we got like save data, and then we got the save manager. Now what we need is the actual XP system. How we're going to call upon this is basically like when we make the XP system, we're going to have to make a new void for it. We're going to make this code will get complex later on, but for right now, since I don't have all the models, because basically what I'm wanting to do is this, right? For these like buying stands over here, where you would get like the guns and all that stuff in my game, I want it to change depending on the level. The thing is, right now, I don't have any other versions. Another thing we're going to have to change is creating weapon bullets for each separate weapon. Right now, before we do anything, I want to test the game. All right. Still got everything that we had beforehand. What happened? Oh! And I got another thing I gotta fix. Now we gotta make the actual XP system, so that's gonna be something. Okay, so with the help of YouTube, I managed to get a script down for the XP system to actually gain XP. Now what we're working on, as I'm working on right down here, is that when it gets to a certain point, it will increase the level of said weapon. So if we go over here, do this, it should gain the XP. I don't know if it's gonna do anything with it's not doing anything. Why? Okay, so after a while of trial and error, I would have finally gotten the XP system to work to level up your weapon. Chat, we got it. We got it. Oh my god, we finally got it. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so now what I gotta do is this. So now that this is actually finally working, because it turned out I had messed up over here. It was a lowercase and it had to be an uppercase. So now what we gotta do is just do the same thing. Okay, so now this should work. I just gotta get my shotgun working. Yeah, that works. Oh wait, I forgot to do one thing in here. Okay, son. Max XP plus equal 50. That should do it. And to test this, we're gonna have to create 2 of these guys. So, duplicate and do that. So now, taking the rifle, 25, and of course I need to reload. Okay, 50. Oh my god, it worked. It actually worked. 100, let's go. Okay, it's working. So now what we gotta do is this. We gotta make 3 separate versions of this right here. So we're just gonna space this. So now that we have that, next problem is trying to fix the shotgun. It works, everybody. We got it. Now we gotta do some 3D modeling. Specifically for the buying stands. Now the buying stands, what I want to do is this, right? When they like level up, I want it to like change. So like it will be kind of boring. I might change it up later, but for now, right? I want it to have like this thing where it's like it has 2 stands connected together, like a V for 2 separate guns. So the look I was kind of going for when originally building this was kind of like something that you would find in a medieval like shopping center. And I was trying to get that new look with like a cloth type of thing for the roof. Okay, so now we are back in my Unity file where we have all 3 levels. So 1, 2, 3. So what we want to do now is basically just old one with the new one and then do the extra coding. Okay, so now that we have this, put that there, rename this to buying shot, if I could actually type, shotgun buy, oh my, buying stand, oh, bro, buying stand. So now what we can do is delete that, go back over here, make this, change this brown, put this to red, and there we go. That actually looks way better. So now what we gotta do is do it for all of the others. Let's go quickly do that. Okay, so we have now the new buying stands like implemented. Now that we have these, now what we need to do is, and this is going to be a bit annoying, but we have to now, we have to put these now in the same spot as the buying stands. And now, in the code, we're going to set it so that when it's like a lesser level than 25, like for example, it's going to be deactivated, which means that it's there in the game file. Like, in the game, it's there, but it's just turned off, so we won't be able to see it or interact with it. Okay, so now that we have this, we're going to start the code just to see if it'll hopefully work. And just copy this, paste, and 2. We're going to stick with just the shotgun buying stand for now, and then if it works, we'll add it. So now we have to do this. So if shotgun, current level shotgun, less than or equal to 25, game object dot shotgun buying stand one dot set active true, and then game object dot shock dot set active false. Now this should work. Else, okay, so now let's see if this works. There is a chance I might have accidentally messed up the code because it's been a while since I last done the set active dot true or set active dot false type of code for a bit. Whoops, I forgot to add that. I messed it up. Let's try it without the game object. Wait, it's still, come on, okay. So I must have done something wrong. Oh, else cannot start. Here, this is what we're gonna do. If current shotgun level equals more than 25, okay, let's try this. Why? True does not. Oh my god. Okay, let's try this. There's no way that actually worked. Okay. I guess it worked. Alright. Okay, so if I did this correctly, which I did not. Oh, whoops, I completely forgot to do that. So it should work now. Okay, so it worked. Just not in the way I wanted it to. Okay, so now this should work. 25. Yep, it worked. Alright, so now that this works, what we now need to do is this. We need to do the same thing for these two ones, and then it will be all good to go. We would also need to add it so that when it hits a certain level past level 25, that the third weapon will be unlocked, so the buying stand will go from level 2 to level 3. Whoops. Okay, so we would face a problem with when we had added the third level of the buying stand. The problem was that since I had set it to equal 25, 50, 75, etc., it basically didn't know what to do. And it was working back when we originally had the first two levels, because it was basically if this is lower than that, activate this, but if this is greater than that, deactivate this, activate that. But since we didn't have that anymore, the code didn't know what to do, basically making it not work. Okay, let's give this a shot. What the hell? Okay, I think we got it. Chat, did we get it? Okay, so this is 1. Okay. We got it. Chat, we got it. Kind of. We're getting there. Very slowly, but we're getting there. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Yes. Yes. Okay. We got that down. Now what we gotta do is just do the same thing for these guys over here. Just copy and paste the code. Okay, so with us finally getting like the XP system down, like fully covered, the next thing that I'm going to want to actually do is just finish up the saving system, because we've gone over the save manager, we've gone over what it actually needs to save. We just got to go back into the XP system and actually add, like, connect it to the saving script. If I'm gonna have it saved so that, like, when you gain another level, it will save. Now, I might add autosave later on, but right now, I'm just trying to get the basic stuff done. Okay, so then now we need to make a whole new private void. Okay, that should work. Hopefully. Please, please, come on. Damn it. It didn't work. Wait. Oh, wait. Let me try something. Public class levels. Public shotgun So then... Alright. Holy... Okay, we've narrowed it down. Please work. Okay. Okay. It actually worked, finally. Holy cow. Okay. Now we need to, what was it? Print saved game. Damn it. I'm even bad at doing that. Alright. Let's see if it'll work. So if we go to player and then do... It worked! Oh my god, it worked. Let's go! We did it! We finally did it, holy cow. Oh, let's go. We actually did it. Oh, shoot. There goes my phone. And whatever. So now that we have this whole thing done, this is where I'm going to end this video. The next video, we're going to be covering more, like, we're going to be covering more in-game things, like, in-game objects. So basically what I mean is, like, we're going to be going over some VFX, not all of the VFX that I want to work on, but we're going to go over the basic VFX for the guns. We're going to go over importing all the new guns that I recently modeled into the game, and then give them their special attributes and all that stuff. And then we're going to also be working on the arm animations for the guns. So, yep. If you like the video, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.